The Ashanti Empire, also known as the Asante Empire, was one of the most influential and sophisticated states in West Africa from the late 17th century through the early 20th century. Centered in what is now modern-day Ghana, the Ashanti Empire exemplified the complexities and grandeur of African civilizations before European colonization. This video explores the history, political structure, economy, culture, and eventual decline of the Ashanti Empire, highlighting its significance in African history. Origins. The Ashanti Empire originated in the region of modern-day Ghana, particularly in the area around Kumasi. The empire was founded by Osei Tutu in the late 17th century. Osei Tutu, who was originally from the Oyoko clan, unified the disparate Ashanti-speaking groups in the region through a combination of military prowess and political acumen. He established Kumasi as the capital of the Ashanti state and created a centralized government under his leadership. This unification was aided by the introduction of the golden stool, a sacred symbol that represented the unity and divine legitimacy of the Ashanti kingship. Political structure. The Ashanti political system was highly organized and sophisticated. The empire was governed by a complex bureaucracy that combined traditional practices with new administrative techniques. The king, or Asantehene, was both a political and religious leader. His authority was upheld by a council of elders known as the Asanteman Council, which included representatives from the various clans and regions of the empire. The political structure was also notable for its use of checks and balances. The Asantehene's power was not absolute. He was subject to the council's advice and approval. This system ensured that power was distributed among various stakeholders, reducing the likelihood of autocratic rule and fostering a degree of political stability. The social structure of the Ashanti Empire was also hierarchical, with the royal family and nobility at the top, followed by commoners, artisans, and slaves. The Ashanti were organized into matrilineal clans, with inheritance and succession being determined through the mother's line. Each clan had its own stool, symbolizing its identity and autonomy within the larger Ashanti state. Economy and trade. The Ashanti Empire's economy was diverse and robust. It was based on agriculture, trade, and craft production. The fertile land in the region supported the cultivation of crops such as yams, maize, and plantains. Additionally, the empire engaged in extensive trade both within Africa and with European traders. Trade was a significant component of the Ashanti economy. The empire controlled major trade routes that facilitated the exchange of goods such as gold, kola nuts, and ivory. Gold, in particular, was a critical resource for the Ashanti, contributing to their wealth and power. The empire was strategically located along the trade routes that linked West Africa with the interior regions, enhancing its economic influence. The Ashanti also excelled in various crafts, including weaving, pottery, and metalwork. Ashanti artisans were renowned for their skill in creating intricate kente cloth and gold jewelry, which were highly valued both within and beyond the empire. Culture. The Ashanti Empire had a rich and vibrant culture that was reflected in its art, religion, and social practices. Religion played a central role in Ashanti society. The Ashanti practiced a form of animism that involved worshipping a pantheon of gods and spirits associated with natural elements and ancestors. The golden stool was a central religious symbol, believed to be imbued with spiritual power and the divine essence of the Ashanti nation. The golden stool, or Sikadwa Kofi, is considered the spiritual embodiment of the Ashanti nation. According to legend, the stool descended from the heavens and landed on the lap of Osei Tutu. The stool became the most sacred object in Ashanti culture, symbolizing the soul of the nation and the unity of the Ashanti people. The Asantehene, or king of the Ashanti, was the custodian of the golden stool, and his authority was seen as deriving from it. Social structure in the Ashanti Empire was hierarchical, but also inclusive. Society was organized around clans, with each clan having its own traditions and responsibilities. The king and the royal family occupied the highest social status, but commoners also had roles and responsibilities that contributed to the overall functioning of the empire. Art and architecture were also important aspects of Ashanti culture. The Ashanti constructed impressive buildings, including palaces and shrines, and their art often featured intricate carvings and vibrant colors. Festivals and ceremonies were integral to Ashanti life, celebrating everything from religious rites to significant historical events. Military organization and expansion. The military was a key institution, playing a key role in both the expansion and defense of the state. Ashanti army was well organized and highly disciplined, with a command structure that mirrored the political hierarchy of the empire. The Asantehene was the supreme commander of the army, and each provincial chief was responsible for raising and commanding troops from his territory. The Ashanti military was renowned for its effectiveness in battle, particularly in the use of disciplined infantry formations and strategic planning. The army was equipped with a variety of weapons, including spears, bows, and later firearms obtained through trade with Europeans. The Ashanti also developed a system of fortifications and military roads to secure their territory and facilitate the movement of troops. One of the most significant conquests was the defeat of the ENQUIRY Kingdom, a powerful Akan state that had previously dominated the region. The victory over ENQUIRY marked the emergence of the Ashanti as the preeminent power in the region. The Ashanti continued to expand their territory through a combination of military conquest and alliances, eventually controlling a vast area that included parts of modern-day Ghana, Togo, and Côte d'Ivoire. Decline and fall. The decline of the Ashanti Empire began in the late 19th century, as the empire faced increasing challenges from both internal and external forces. The major factors contributing to the decline was the growing influence of European powers, particularly the British, who sought to expand their control over West Africa. The British sought to undermine Ashanti power by supporting rival states and encouraging internal divisions within the empire. The Ashanti-British conflict came to a head in a series of wars known as the Anglo-Ashanti Wars, occurred between 1824 and 1900. The First Anglo-Ashanti War in 1824 to 1826 ended in a stalemate, but subsequent wars saw the gradual weakening of Ashanti power. That is all we had for you today. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.